The exposition I went was in the Museo de Arte Contemporáneo, also known as MUAC, which exposed the work of the Chinese artist Aweiwei, and his exposition was called Restablecer Memorias. In 1975, Aweiwei was born in the city of Beijing. Then, in 1981, he went to the United States to complete his studies. Nowadays, this artist is active in the areas of architecture, design, photography, and social criticism, becoming one of the most important in the whole world. As it has been said, Aweiwei makes social criticism about his government, which take him to prison in 2011. However, the artist not only focuses in China's society, he kind of translates his art to different scenarios in order to create connection with the spectator. He accomplished this by making the incredible piece named as Lego Portraits Ayotzinapa Case. In the contemporary art, the piece can be made by someone else, but the one who had the idea can be the artist. In the works of Aweiwei, we can see something similar, due to the fact in this work, made by a million Lego pieces, was made by the helpers in the museum to accomplish what the artists call relational art, meaning the people that are involved in his work have an exchange of knowledge and energy among them. This work of art represents a very significant event in Mexico, the forced disappearance of the 43 Ayotzinapa students. But the piece is not only portraits, there's a whole investigation about the case, interviews, and a huge timeline about the Mexico history and the specific case. The work of art is made by this industrialized object due to the fact it is made in a massive way, which can be represented as a critique to the capitalism system and the consumer society. It seems like the Chinese artist has a big influence in Master Duchamp. Another important influence the artist can have is from the famous Andy Warhol, due to the fact that one characteristic of this piece is the colors that are used in the faces of these students, and it's similar to the work of Warhol, Shot Marlins. In the year 1966, Mao Zedong starts a cultural revolution, a movement that encouraged to delete all the elements that remember or remark the existence of capitalism, traditions, and culture. The most important elements that represent the country were sold or even destroyed completely. However, Aweiwei recovered some of these incredible pieces in order to represent their country and transform them into art. One of the pieces is the One Family Ancestral Cult, which has 400 years, and according to the time, it had different functions, attributes, and values. It was constructed by the Ming Dynasty. The structure has little interventions in the pieces that are painted by different colors. These ones are not the originals, due to the fact the real ones were robbed and sold. The artist reconstructed these unique pieces that represent the hall. However, he painted in a vivid color with industrialized paint, giving a huge message about how the government industrialized their culture by selling their temples and all that characterized the country. Another piece exposed was the wave plate, made in 2012. As it can be seen, the waves that decorated are connected to each other as it was a kind of puzzle. The design represents the connection between the past and the future, like it was a dialogue. The object is contemporary, which represents the future. However, the technique that was used to make it is iconic from the Chinese culture and it's representing the past. This combination of times makes reference to the name of the exposition, Restablecer Memorias, by remarking that we do not forget from where we belong. For me, the exhibition was an incredible experience because I have the chance to meet not physically but through his work this incredible artist. How he, in a sort of way, can translate his ideals to different scenarios, as the case of the 43 students, but also I learned a lot about his culture and his country.